Hello, day 7 of the art moves. I have been wanting to have a sunrise class here at this lake. Here we are. Welcome to day 7 of the art moves. Find yourself in a comfortable standing position. Women bring the right hand on the navel center first, men left hand. Start to breathe. Maybe it's the beginning of your day and you're starting to wake up and take deeper breaths. Maybe it's the end of the day and you're starting to release and let the tension of the day go. Maybe it's the middle of the day and you're energizing. Bring the arms by the sides. And we'll begin lifting earth to heaven. So coming up and pushing up, looking up. You can get as much arch in the neck that feels comfortable. And when the arms come down, they just float down. So the effort of the arms is the lift up. And the relaxation is the arms floating down. Lifting earth to heaven. This is a grounding exercise. It's a clearing exercise. It is great to clear away the day, and it is great to energize as well. Pushing up, looking up, and exhaling. The arms come down. So shake a little bit and 3 times in between. So lifting, it's the arm lift, but it's also the downward, like pushing down, heels falling down, grounding down. So we're going to open up into a big star, up onto your toes, and then exhale, try to make yourself as small and compact as possible. Chin in, elbows in, open up, lift up onto your toes if you have your balance. Open your mouth, and then exhaling, compress. Extend up onto the toes, and then exhale, make yourself small. And coming back. So getting ready for shooting the bow. So here is a really interesting thing. You can throw these exercises in throughout your day. So if you need focus, this is a great one. So you are staring at that hand when it comes around the whole time. Switch your hands. Keep staring at that finger and switching. So when you let go of the arrow, that's when we do this strong exhale. It's pretty powerful in a group. Everybody kind of focusing and exhaling when you let go right now. Good. Exhale. And turning. The lower you sink into the bow stance, obviously, the more vigorous it's going to be for your legs. We're getting twist in the torso, twist in the mid-back, opening up large muscle groups of the back. And come to standing, and arms come down. Step together 3 times, lift and lower. Lift and drop down. Lift and drop down. So the energetics of separating heaven and earth. This is, like we said yesterday, this is great when you need to make a choice. You need to make a decision. Allowing things to pull apart, look through, come back, find the upper hand, and then down. So just start flowing with this. Been doing this for about a week, so starting to see the action of it, and the isometric push away with the hands away from one another, and that wrist flexion. Keep that stability for the upper back, and that will allow you to move your neck, rotate your neck, hopefully more easily. You might have already paid attention to it's more difficult to turn to the right or to the left, and with repetition you'll see that is starts to get looser and more fluid to turn. But you're just turning the neck. Try not to turn the shoulders to look behind you. Just limit this motion exactly just to the neck. The legs are strong and supporting you. Now we're coming up and dropping down. Up and dropping down. This one, it's a natural transition into Wise Owl looks behind. More neck turning, more shoulder stability. But this one, you would really like to make the back body very, very tight. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Big chance to make your low back and buttocks very strong, legs very strong. There's not a lot of straight limbs in Qigong. That is not in the instructions very often. So this is the exception to the rule because we are trying to open up the front body. And then alternately, when you deflate in between, you are letting the front body collapse, bending the knees, and lengthening the back body. Again, turning the head and looking behind. And these exercises are progressive, and it is normal to, start to get more range of motion, but try not to be too attached to it being so linear. Kind of go back to the beginning sometimes and look for ways to improve on a piece-by-piece basis. Your legs being very strong will really free up your back and free up your upper back and torso to lengthen and lift up out of the hips. But again, you're just trying to turn your head. Try not to turn the hips or the shoulders. This is for neck rotation. And shake out. So 3 times, lift and lower, big inhale and drop, exhale. This clears away the previous posture and comes into the next. Within the 5th posture, dragon swings its tail, I want us to freestyle a little bit here. So go into a lunge and lean forward and swing through. Go down into a squat if you need to. Come up through the other side. I want you to just kind of check in and look around like, oh, this left leg's really tight, or wow, going into a squat, I think I want to stay there for a couple breaths. So we know the motion. The motion is that arch and then turning. So you're freestyling. Go side to side. Go straight down into the squat. Whoop, windy. Okay, we're back. Still freestyling in the dragon swings his tail. That was the ultimate freestyle, the camera falling down. So spend some time with the lunge. Really fine-tune back leg straight, front knee bending. Watch and see that your knee's not going over your ankle. Lift the chest up so the back will feel more easily. So you see how Wise Owl looks behind builds into this one because we just made the back body really strong with the shoulder blades really strong, the low back strong. And then the forward where you compress and kind of collapse. So everything building in. You can go down, knee down on the ground. You're freestyling. You can follow me, but you can, which one of these kids is doing their own thing? You. Go ahead and just bend and move around. Just looking to see where you feel stronger from doing this a week. This is good. And letting yourself touch the ground, have stability. Again, this can be done even if you're in a chair. You're sitting on the chair, but you're still moving your spine around, and that's the goal. When you're ready, coming back up. Do you squat a little bit? Okay. So that was freestyle dragon. And dropping down, lifting up, and dropping down. Lifting up and dropping down. Preparing for pulling heaven to earth. So give your kidneys a little bit of TLC, massaging the low back, They live like up under your rib cage. So when we compress the low back and open the low back, we are allowing for the surrounding tissue around the kidneys to massage them. So you're bringing the hands onto the low back, arching back, and then down you go back to the legs. Bend your knees as much as you need to get close to the feet. And then when you lift up, you're working to get your body to be a straight line from the hips to your fingertips. So bend your knees as much as you need to. And again, here we look. Shoulder blades squeezed together, back straight and standing. So arms by your ears and even like closer to the sky than your ears is a good example. So when you're forward in that position, try not to have your arms down lower than your face, because then you know that your back is not straight. You're going to have a roundedness in the mid back. If you need to start with one arm at a time, that's great. Just build it piece by piece. Very strengthening pose. Whole body exercise. Down the backs of the legs. And roll yourself back up. Okay, here we go into 3 times. I get so excited about being able to punch. I just want to go right into it, but do your 3 things in between and find your spot. Shifting on grass and leaves and sweet gum, little pokey things, not my favorite, but it is my favorite to look at that sunrise. So you're punching. You are in a horse stance. You're trying to get your thighs more and more parallel to the ground, and your feet are pointed forward. So pushing and punching, pulling back. Now you're 50 times. We're punching. And remember your face. Be mad. Fiery eyes. Swinging fists with fiery eyes. You have a very targeted outlet here to be a little pissed off. Go for it. Good. And shake it out. And good. Just bring it through you, out and away. Great. 3 times. This is the 8th one. The 8th one is that lift up and groundedness. I let my arms go a little bit higher just to make a little different. I'm lifting up. But this is you are buttoning up or zipping up or Velcro or lacing up. Whatever your garment looks like. Whatever your robe looks like. We're going to go through the body now with padding. We've done this several times. You go down the chest and inside of the arm and then back the upper arm, back of the neck, other side. Chest to inner elbow, palm, and come through. And back up the upper arm. Okay, massage your face. Just kind of, you're pulling down and then go down the body, down the fronts of your legs, front of your knees, shins, and then we come up the back of our legs, buttocks, low back. Now, you're patting as far up your back as you can, then you pat the head, and then you wash your hair. This is more targeted like the top of the head. And then come down the front of the face again. Start patting down the chest, belly, down the front of the legs, the knees, and coming up the back of the legs. So why do sometimes we do this before class, before the brocades, and sometimes after? No real reason. It's mostly preference and see what comes through. Wash your hair, go down your face, down the front body, belly. This is stomach channel coming down through the knees, and the bladder channel is the back of our legs and coming up the spine. And now we're going to move out to the temples. Massage your temples and around your ear. and then coming down the sides of the neck. Gallbladder channel zigzags down the side of your body, and zigzags down the side of your thighs and legs. And then you're going to come up the inside, up through the groin, right below your chest. Give your liver a little lovin', and then come to the outside of, you're touching the side of your body. Again, around your ears. Might feel tender, might feel like it really helps you wake up. These are good things to know to take into your day. You need to kind of get a spark in the middle of the day. You can do these exercises. Going down the outsides of your legs and coming up the front body and right below your chest, and then I'm on the outside of my rib cage, just in between two ribs. Take your pick. And washing your hair around your ears, down the sides of the neck, and zigzag down the side body and the hips, legs, and then up the inside. And a big breath. And exhale completely. Okay, many of you have asked about Righteous Tiger swag and sweatshirts, tank tops. You get to purchase one after you've done a program, especially the 8 brocades, because the brocades you are weaving, it's as if you're weaving a robe or an energetic garment around your body. So this signifies that you have completed, you don't just have like a halter top, you have like a whole sweatshirt that you made. It does come in a racer tank, which I'll have in the future. So stay tuned.